morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? It is Menopausal Moments, day 4. It's the 4th, isn't it? Right, are you ready? So it's me, it's the Hoop and Chat. Grab your hoops and we'll start talking as we go. You ready? So I've got a Power Hoop Deluxe. I haven't got the weighted little metal things in there. I'm just using the hoop as it is. I'm going to step into it, hold the hoop, look, exactly halfway round. Zip up my tummy, always zip up, yeah? Don't just brace because you push down your pelvic floor. Zip up, place the hoop onto my lower back. I'm going to put my left leg forward today. I'm going to turn my hoop towards the right. Now watch, as I launch, I start moving forward and back straight away. You ready? Boom, we are off, hooping away. Now let me put a timer on so I don't get overexcited and hoop with you for forever. Mama watch thinks I'm talking to it. No, I'm not, shush. Does that ever happen to you? You randomly say something and if you've got an Apple Watch, it suddenly just starts talking to you. I'm like, no, I'm not talking to you, Apple Watch. Right, are you good? Are you hooping? Are you off? If you are hooping with me, let me know how you are getting on. If you've got a hoop and you've been leaving it in the corner gathering dust, pick that hoop up and hoop with me now. If you haven't got a hoop, maybe invest in one, they are great. And if not, just sit back and enjoy me chatting away with you. So, how are you doing today? It is Wellness Wednesday, Workout Wednesday, and for me it's Walk Fit Wednesday. I teach Walk Fit Sun Disco today, so it's a good day, I like Wednesdays. Hump Day, most people say Wednesday is Hump Day because it's the middle of the week and everyone's a bit like, ugh. Although I tend to find that with the youngsters now, it's not really, it's like the eve of the weekend because a lot of them go out on Thursday nights now. When I say the youngsters, obviously, not me, I don't go out. But yeah, it seems to be the way to go. I don't know if it's like, I've said this before, because after COVID, people work from home a lot. So maybe Thursday night is they go out because they're in the office and then Friday they stay from home. Don't know, maybe that's what it is. You tell me, guys. But yeah, so it used to be Hump Day Wednesday, but I don't think it is anymore. So, we've been talking about, I talk about loads of things with you every time we do hooping anyway, but we've been talking about menopausal moments. And yesterday I was talking about you where, you know, I was saying about when you forget things and stuff, or you feel really anxious and stuff. It's a bit pants really. Everyone says, oh yes, it's natural, it's natural. Oh, it's natural, but it still sucks. You know, it's so unfair. You know, as women, we go through so many things. Our bodies, don't get me wrong, let me just retract. Our bodies are amazing. They are flipping fantastic when they're working well. But we don't look after them. You know, we expect to be able to fill them full of crap, you know, and just they keep going. And then when they don't, when they kind of break down, we're kind of a little bit insulted by them. Well, at least I know I am if I'm ever poorly. I'm like, for God's sake, I fuel you well, I look after you, what are you doing? But unfortunately, I may have had, when I was younger, years and years of taking my body completely for granted. See, I'm being serious. I told you this the other day if anyone's been listening. Some of you are new today. If you are, hi, I'm Emma, I'm Body Blitz Fitness, and I talk a lot. But if you actually manage to listen through the noise, there's quite a lot of information while I'm talking to you. And I'm hooping at the same time. So I'm getting my daily movement in, I'm using my core muscles, I'm massaging out my digestive system. Fantastic. Yeah, so, you know, like the silly little things like I wouldn't eat properly for a week because I was going out on the weekend, so I felt all nice and slim. You know, I would live off cereal. Cereal was my biggest bad one. I used to love cereal. Honestly, loved it, loved it. I'd eat it for breakfast, lunch and dinner if I could. Sometimes I'd eat a bowl of cereal before going to bed. Honestly, I've learned the error of my ways. I can't actually stomach cereal now at all. I've totally changed the way my body accepts food. And it's interesting to, when you start fueling your body well and looking after it from the inside out, not just topically, you know, because we all do that. We all want to look a certain way. I know, let's be honest, we do, don't we? We do. You know, whether it's from using face creams to whether it's exercising for the aesthetics of exercising. But if we're smart, and that's what I keep talking about, when I keep talking about training smarter, not harder, it's you know, if we're smart, you've got to look after yourself from the inside out. You know when people say about, oh, she's so gorgeous on the outside, but she's really ugly on the inside, basically an arse, yeah? But that also goes further with your health. You might look topically fit and healthy, and on the inside, your gut health is literally in the toilet. You know, your balance is all off. Your blood sugar levels are just pants, and goodness knows what else. And that's something that we need to think about. And there's lots and lots and lots of ways that I can help you. Obviously, being really well hydrated. Obviously, our nutrition's a massive one. It's like my mechanic told me about, you shouldn't use the cheap fuel from the supermarkets. Yeah? Now, he told me that. He said it actually makes a difference, paying the difference for your fuel. And we all know how much petrol prices have gone up. So I don't know about you. I look around for a better deal. But supposedly, now this is my mechanic told me that, especially in older cars, when you use the cheap fuel, things like the sensors and stuff in your car break down sooner. They break because of the cheap fuel. So if you now think about that, obviously you don't want the sensors in your car to break. You know, you get in the car and your engine light or something comes on, you're like, oh my God, now what's going on? The car's going to blow up, the doors are going to fall off. It's the same thing. The difference with us is we don't have a warning light, do we? No, we don't. So if you fill yourselves with cheap fuel, yeah, your sensor lights are going to go off, except they're not, because we haven't got sensor lights. So what's going to happen instead? You're going to suffer from either illness, you're going to suffer from joint problems, you're going to suffer more with your brain fog, more with your bloating, you know, maybe dodgy tummies and stuff. A multitude of things. You're going to age faster on a cellular level. So if you look at it like that, why aren't we looking after ourselves? Why aren't we giving ourselves the best start? It's not all about on the outside. You know, it really isn't. So we need to look after ourselves from a cellular level. And I'm going to be telling you lots of ways on how we can do that over the next few days, weeks, months, etc. Because it's not a do it once and everything's good. It's being consistent. I'm always saying, guys, consistency is key. Some of you watch me and you're like, yeah, she's right. Others will be sitting there going, oh God, but I just don't know where to start. Don't worry, because when I'm going off into it and going, yeah, go do this, do that, and you're like, where do I start? I can help you really, really simply, I promise. So, you know, whether you just take that one step to doing the 1 minute daily challenge with me, that's a start. You've made a start, and that's towards a healthier habit. Whether it's just you up your hydration levels, you drink more water. And those of you who can't stomach drinking water, it's normally because your taste buds are a little bit off kilter when we have too much sugar in our diet. And even when you think you're not having too much sugar in your diet, there's hidden sugars everywhere. It really is. We need to be diet detectives. Right, oh my God, look, I've been going 7 minutes. Okay, pause that thought for a minute. I'm just going to stop, catch the hoop, and go the other way, all right? I'm going to also pull my leggings up, because when I'm hooping, they slip down. You ready? Side note, when you're hooping, you must hoop both sides. The temptation is only do your dominant side, and that's why I went left first. Got to hoop both sides. And like anything, practice will make perfect. Okay, so remember that. You can do it. If I can hoop, anyone can hoop. And I mean that, honestly. Right, so yeah, back to where to start. So like you've got your 1 minute daily challenge. You've got your drinking your water. You've just got starting to eat more natural foods, nothing processed. You're going to start having a bit more veg. You know, small steps that you implement and then you just keep doing. Nice and simple, and you get there. Now, there's some of you are ready to go that next step. You know, I've got my personal training clients, they've committed, they're investing in their health, and they're like, yes, Emma, here we go. And they might want to take it a bit further. So I've got you literally from your absolute beginner journey, taking that little small step, and to those of you who really want to know what's going on. Now, there's something else I'm going to start doing now, and I'm actually going to be doing this myself. I decided I'd do all these things. I want all my ducks in a row, I want all the pieces of the puzzle. You all know I'm a menopausal woman, had 10 years of perimenopausal hell. And if you guys are watching me, if you put a symptom on here that you might have been suffering from perimenopause, menopause, or that you're not sure what's going on with your body, I bet you, I'll actually have a bet with you, and if I don't have one, I'll give you a free class. I bet you I probably had one of those. Now, I'm not being that, oh yeah, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, but when it comes to perimenopausal hell, I pretty much have. I mean, honestly, I'm not kidding you. And as I said, we're going to talk about this every day, a different symptom, you know, from anxiety to midsection weight gain to insomnia to sexual dysfunction and pelvic pain and recurrent UTIs to dry eyes, to taste changes. You name it, we are going to discuss it over this next month. But yeah, so I'm actually going to start doing something else because I'm doing my exercise, I'm doing my healthier eating, at least 80% of the time. I'm doing all of that, I'm taking my HRT, so I've got all of those bits in place. And then recently I had to have my bloods done. So I had to have my bloods done and I paid privately to go do this with Newton Health. I had that done and it just comes back and they just go, yes, Emma, your levels are where I want them to be. And I'm like, okay. So I've just paid quite a bit of money for that blood test privately to check my levels because I've added testosterone to my HRT. But what does that mean? I don't know. All she just said, oh yes, your levels are exactly where we want them to be. So I'm like, right, okay, so my estrogen, my progesterone and my testosterone are pretty much where you want them to be, yeah? That's great, but what about everything else? What about my thyroid function? What about my gut health? What about the levels in my body of my vitamins and minerals? How do I know? How do we know? And if any of you, do any of you take supplements? Do any of you do that? Super supplements, they can be, but only if we take the right ones. How do we know if they're working? Aha! If that's your problem, I can help you solve it. Just let me know if you want to know a bit more about that, and I'm going to talk about that over the next few weeks anyway. So yes, if you're ready to really find out what's going on with your body, let me know because I can help you. And I'm doing this myself at the moment as well. So this isn't just something I'm going, yeah, do this, do this. I'm doing it because I want to know exactly what's going on. I think we've all got to be a little bit, I don't know, we've just got to take some control and take some accountability for ourselves. You know, like when we're younger, you know, all the stories about, you know, the damsel in distress getting saved by the white knight coming in. Girls, I hate to break it to you, and boys, no one is coming to save us. No one. I'm 52 years old, I'm standing there, I've been waiting a long time. No one is coming to save me. The only person that's going to save me is me. So the only person that's going to save you is you. The difference is I can help you. Yeah? I'm not going to save you. You've got to take the step and do it. And by taking the step, you might say to me, yes, Emma, I want to start the daily challenge today. Or yes, Emma, I'm going to drink that water. Or yes, Emma, I'm going to start training with you. Or yeah, I'm going to eat more veggies and more protein. Or yeah, I want to know exactly what you're doing and I'm going to do that with you. You let me know. Right, so let's discuss. What should we talk about? Right, perimenopausal symptom today, skin, hair and nails. Oh my God. So, when I was quite a bit younger, between my two children, I was quite poorly. I was pregnant again, got to about 13 weeks, wasn't very well, got taken to hospital, had a scan, found out I had a very strange thing. I had something called trophoblastic disease or hydrophile mole pregnancy. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. It can be like a pre-cancer type thing. So basically, you've got the placenta, you've got the cord, and instead of a growing embryo, you have this mass of trophoblastic cells. Kind of probably look like a hand of grapes, and they take over. So it's pretty horrible. So obviously you have that removed, and then you have to have blood tests to see what's happening. Anyway, mine started peaking again. So what that meant was it turned out that it was growing back on its own. So then that's like a cancer. So if you think about cancer, it's say a scale of 1 to 20 of horrific cancers and not the bad ones. It was like about 1. But I had to go and stay in Charing Cross Hospital in London, and I had to stay in there and I had to have low-dose chemo every other day. And I had to stay in for a couple of weeks having that, and then when I came home, I had to have 3 months at home. A nurse would come in and give me jabs every other day. So anyway, that was a little bit pants. So cut a long story short, I was a year free of that and I fell pregnant with my son, which was pretty much a miracle. I think I had a surge in hormones. But during that time, my hair really changed. So if any of you have had children, you know that your hair sometimes changes. It's a bit different. And if any of you have had chemo or anything like that, your hair changes quite a bit as well. So my hair went from being, I've never had really thick hair, but just, it was all right. You know, like back in the sort of 90s, you could scrunch your hair. Remember scrunch hair and go? I could scrunch and go. By the time I had that, I was frizz and go. So if I don't straighten this, honestly, I look like I've got a candy floss on my head. But it was okay. It wasn't too bad. Sort of got my hair health back. Hit menopause. Oh my God. So my hair was snapping off. It was awful. It was really brittle. My nails were breaking off. They were breaking off. and my teeth would fracture. I'm a teeth grinder. Anybody else a teeth grinder? So I actually was fracturing the back of my teeth. If I actually opened my mouth, I've got quite a big mouthful of metal. To be fair, I think that was a sugar-filled diet as well when I was younger. So yeah, so my hair was breaking. My skin, oh my God, my poor skin. I've got quite thin skin naturally. My skin was awful. My nails and my teeth. And that was all because my hormone levels were all out of kilter. I probably was deficient in certain vitamins and minerals as well. But did I even think about that? No, I didn't. I'll be honest, I didn't. This is only something now as I'm older and trying to be wiser that you realise that it's a better way in how we can actually look after ourselves. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now because I've been talking for like 15 minutes. And if you're still listening, number one, I am impressed. Number two, you just got a whole load of information. And number three, if you want me to help you, please let me know. Get in contact, DM me, comment or whatever. I've got a wealth of knowledge, and what I don't know, I will research and help you with. So I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day. There's a couple of classes left if you want to join me today. There is Walk Fit Silent Disco if you live anywhere near me. And tonight there's Fit in 15, Adore Your Core. And I really look forward to seeing you at Instagram. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. And what about my little Facebookers? Who's there? Lots of you were there. I don't suppose anyone is still there now. Is anyone still there now? If anyone's still there, give me a little thumbs up or just give me a little emoji or something, because I'd love to know if you were still listening after 15 flipping minutes. But if not, have a great day. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.